Hello and welcome to this Thursday, August 1st, 2019 episode of Apple Sidekick. Today's episode is Apple TV from wrist to wall. And the reason I named it that is because that's truly how Apple has dominated television. And it may be hard to really understand that until now, because no one's really talked about it like that. Everyone's kind of talked about how Apple failed at the TV because of their set TV box and because they never came out with an actual TV, kind of lagged behind. But I think as we're seeing now with Apple TV Plus and with their investment moving forward, Apple really is looking at dominating technology in your life and your entertainment and your gaming and your services and so many things, and even to your wallet with Apple Pay, the Apple credit card coming out next month, all those things. So I mean, like, to really sit back and think, okay, you can control your television with your wrist, you can watch TV on your phone, you can watch basically anything streaming. Comcast now offers gigabit internet to all its residential customers, like 38 states, something like that. It's pretty powerful. Now, the same thing for business is 3 times as much. 3 times as much installation, 3 times as much per month. That's what I currently have in order to get internet. Well, the service has been a major struggle because it's not as easy as the residential, because they have their own separate business department. If it was easier, that would be a different story, but it's actually more difficult. If you make a scheduled service, you gotta, oh my gosh. Some of it is my fault from my own impatience, but a lot of it also has to do with their website not functioning for their business website, whereas the residential website did function. So I just couldn't really search and had some issues. My point is that Apple is great at service. I sent a message saying I was having trouble with a free service of Apple's. And all of my devices are out of warranty, so I don't have any warranty or anything like that. My iCloud account is, I didn't pay. I didn't have the money in my account for my my iCloud, so that didn't come out. They still provided support. I just forgot. I mean, not forgot, but I just haven't taken care of putting money for the card that is set up with my iTunes account, and I've ran out of storage now. But even though they shut off my storage, additional storage, they still back up all my files that were on there. They don't delete them when I stop paying. And when I had a problem with iTunes U, a free service, they still offered support, sent me email, sent follow-up email. It was great. Comcast has been a nightmare to deal with. I've had to deal with different people, and some I think are going to help me, and then I'm asking them questions. And while I didn't get as far with Apple support, the point is that Apple is known for those things, known for its stores, the Genius Bar, offering the support, the sales support, that, not pressuring you at the sale, on the sales, and really trying to just say, hey, try it out, see what you like. And then when you have problems, they have this special place just for you to get all your answers and all your questions answered and your problem solved. Whereas Comcast, if you go into a store, they can't even communicate with the people that come out to your house. Same with if you call in. They can try to email and leave notes, but that doesn't mean that it does anything. You can open tickets, and they just disappear into oblivion. There's no real good way to check them. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. But Apple TV isn't built that way. Apple TV is built to be seamless on your devices. That's how Steve Jobs cracked the TV, is because I can watch Netflix on this. I can watch Netflix on my television on the wall or my computer. You know, my television on the wall, now I don't have an Apple TV connected to it, but I use enough other Apple devices that Apple's got me. I just now started streaming to an actual TV. I've been doing all my stuff from a computer because that's been most convenient for our lifestyle and our finances. I've had to prioritize other products over the TV, and that's where Apple's really built something beautiful, is that the TV is built into every device. You don't need a TV on the wall anymore. I mean, we don't even have service. We didn't even pay the extra $10. It was like $10 for a couple extra channels. It's like $10 for Netflix, $12. It's crazy. No one wants TV anymore. If they do, they'll get Apple TV Plus, that kind of thing. Netflix has so much. Amazon Prime has so much. I don't know. AT&T's streaming TV service was buggy. All the streaming TV services seem to kind of be buggy. And the live stuff, it's like, if you're really bored, yeah, you can have the live stuff on background, but ultimately you should not be letting that stuff program your mind. Put other background stuff on, like Harvard CS50 programming. Put that in your mind in the background, something other than the garbage. I mean, occasionally entertainment, stuff like that, but be deliberate with what you're putting in your mind and programming in its subconscious. And Apple products make it easy, because they've really enabled me to do something extraordinary. Between all my devices that I'm working on and started with these podcasts, I can't believe it. I mean, now you can watch me through these devices and anywhere in the world. It's incredible. Thanks for another episode of Apple Sidekick. Apple TV from wrist to wall. Apple has figured it out.